At Buckley's Entertainment Centre Geelong, you'll get the VIP treatment when you join up as a loyalty member. Enjoy all the benefits and rewards just by enjoying the facilities at Buckley's Entertainment Centre. The dining choices at Buckley's are superb, offering daily specials, theme nights, and most of all, exceptional value. The kids can enjoy the large playground while you enjoy dining in the bistro. So whether it's the entertainment, the newly renovated outdoor area, or the great family environment, you'll have a ball at Buckley's Geelong.
Hello and welcome again to GDFL TV, which we do, of course, from Buckley's Entertainment Centre in Breakwater, one of the greatest venues in Geelong that we know. And, of course, it has everything here that you can possibly imagine. Magnificent function room, magnificent TAB facility, and, of course, an excellent smoking area. I can tell you that right now, if you like a bit of a gasper, folks. Now, we have these shows occasionally to keep you amused, and I'm sure you are very well amused. So far, so good. The GDFL season is running along very, very nicely as we move closely towards the finals action at the pointy end of the season.
Closer.
Now, hang on, I haven't introduced you yet. You idiot. Now, with me tonight, have I got some guests for you? But first of all, one of the regular panellists, he is the mayor without the hair, the former great of the Thompson Footy Club, legend. He was the original Violet Crumble Bar back in the 1960s. He is sensational. On a hot day. And you should have seen what he turned up with tonight, folks. It was unbelievable. I introduced you first to John Mitchell. G'day, Mitch.
G'day, Dick. How are you, mate? Good to see you.
Magnificent to see
Keep
you.
your hands away from that thing. I don't know what that is.
I don't know what's going on there.
What's going on there?
I'm still not working out what you walked into the studio with. Unbelievable. And, of course, we have a very special guest, which we love having our special guests here. We've got him from the East Geelong Eagles Footy Club. Kevin O'Leary has allowed him to come onto the set tonight. He is, of course, the captain of the East Geelong Eagles. His name is Ash Brown. They call him Hash Brown.
Yep.
G'day, mate.
How you going?
I'm going all right. Now, listen, I've got to ask you a question without notice.
Talk to me.
What do you do for a living?
So I'm a super glazier and I do
No, get to
industrial
the
abseiling.
boring stuff. Get to that.
I'm an industrial abseiler.
Industrial abseiler.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, I
It'd
did
be a bit windy up there today, wouldn't it?
I did a bit of abseiling once, I can tell you now, but it only went one way. But tell me, what is it? What is an industrial abs? Please don't tell me you're hanging out of skyscrapers with some windows.
That's 100% what I do. I install the panels for the rich and famous that no one else wants to go to from the outside.
Rich and famous.
So you got a death wish, Ash.
So-
Yeah, some would say yes.
So you're having a bit of a captain's cook on the 16th floor at Docklands and someone in there.
See, have a gander of some naughty stuff sometimes. I tell
Do
you.
you?
Naughty stuff.
Do you?
Oh yeah, you see some naughty stuff. You know about that.
Well, while you're putting the windows in,
Oh, sometimes you just go over and fix a window leaks, but you have a good look. Yeah.
who cleans the windows? You clean them? You
No,
get
don't clean them.
No,
Let's clear that up and do not clean the windows.
He has the lower class one. He's the actual installer.
That's right.
It's funny, I was in Vegas one day and I'm sitting,
Whilst we're name dropping.
sitting on the couch and I hear this. What the hell's that? I open the blinds and there's two blokes hanging on the window like Spider-Man.
Thank God. Oh,
Couldn't believe it.
Mission impossible.
the last time you told that jug, it was.
Come on.
Wasn't real
don't do
good.
that.
No, well, good to see people.
It is.
Get there.
It is.
No matter.
It is. They were looking in the wrong window if they were looking in my window for a bit
Yeah,
of action.
before
I
we
can tell
go
you.
on, we're going to have a bit of a recoup of the season because, as we know, we do this show every now and again just to keep people amused on the World Wide Web. And at the moment, we've got those Inverleigh Hawks sitting on top, and Bannockburn, Belpo still, North Geelong, and Thompson are making up the numbers at the moment. Now, I reckon
Yes.
that's just about set.
Yeah, I do too, personally. I think if Thompson have got to win 3 games to make certain of it, and West Geelong are 2 points behind, have got to win 3 games as well, but one of those games they've got to win is against Thompson at Thompson. So I just think that, in all honesty, when you look at it, I think Thompson play Werribee, Corio, West Geelong and North Geelong. I think West Geelong play Inverleigh, East Geelong, Thompson and Corio. I think that's how it goes. So I would think that probably Thompson would win 3 out of those, and
We'll probably play in the elimination final.
absolutely
2
we'll
weeks
play
in a row.
2 weeks in a row, Dick, and that's always riveting.
Put up with you and Terry McLeod 2 weeks in a row.
Well, the reality to it is, remember the last time we played you out there at St Albans?
Yeah.
Hey?
Won't bring that up again.
I had to drive you out to East Geelong after you broke your ankle. Remember that?
Oh, yeah, I did. No, I did the Achilles.
The Achilles. You did the Achilles. That's
Did the
right.
Achilles tendon, yes. You took me out in the white limo,
That's it.
and it was a pretty ordinary day because...
Oh, that was a good day.
well, North Geelong were going okay.
Yeah, going great.
We
They
got
kicked
our
one goal.
first goal about a minute before half time, so at least enjoy my sausage roll to some extent. Ash, what's going on at East, mate? Now, you started off the season pretty well with a big bang. Things were looking all right.
Yep.
And suddenly things got a bit sort of pear-shaped. And you got knocked off by the Cry Footy Club a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, we've had our, you'd say we've had our ups and downs, but we've got a lot of young, good players there that can actually play some serious football. So with a bit more game time and that, it's looking good down there. So I'll tell you, I promise you. All the young blokes signed on again. So
is it true, Ash, that you nearly become a Thompson player? I must admit that I got someone to ring you up and you went over to Thompson and unfortunately that didn't work out quite as we thought it might.
I went over there and had a bit of a word and then they showed me this purple jumper and I said,
thank you.
I don't know about that.
I tell you what, one thing you did do, Ash, a bit with that purple jumper. The day we played your East Geelong, you saw a fair bit of the back of it. A fair bit of the back of it as we just kicked your collective butts.
Unbelievable.
Well, it's okay, but you take them, that you learn a lot from them.
I know, you learn every time you ever pass players, we just whoop your ass. And we have done for the last 10 years.
That's
Or bump, folks.
There's a storm coming, mate. There's a storm coming.
Yeah, well, it's funny you say there's a storm coming because I was talking to Michael O'Leary Senior.
Yep.
And there's been a few people put on crane driving jobs on the wharf that can play footy. Nothing that there's anything wrong with that might end up at East Geelong next year, so they tell me.
All right about that. We'll see.
No, I think you've got some good recruits in the wing.
We're looking not too bad, mate. We're looking not too bad. But it all starts with the young blokes, as I said.
Yeah. And you aren't that far away, I don't think, all jokes aside. I think you have got some good players, and after half-time I thought that she's played pretty well that day. And Bales is a good player and a good coach.
Yeah.
Is it true that he won't be there next year?
No, he'll be around.
I think he might blow down about that.
Comments like that.
I just said I spoke to him
during
the week.
He'll definitely be there.
He's not coaching though, is he?
Well, I don't know yet. We're not sure what's going on. But what he does do around the club is awesome. So
he does. He does a lot of work for the community too, doesn't he?
Absolutely does. And that's something you don't learn at a lot of football clubs is the charity work. And when you get a proper thank you off someone a little bit less fortunate, that's definitely something you take in your stride.
How have you found the GDFL?
Yeah, good. I like it. It's pretty competitive, pretty tough, and I'd say you got your top three sides that are really good, obviously, and but I wouldn't say
boring, aren't they?
The calibre of players
They've been there every year
across the board. So, I wouldn't say boring,
How do you get on with Scruncher, all right?
Yeah, Scruncher's good,
All right.
He's good, mate.
Got the same haircut as Mitch. It's unbelievable. I have the same hairdresser. Now, very quickly, we've got to finish this segment.
Yep.
I still want to know, because I love that intro about you saying about Thompson. So you walk in there and you think, I'm going to play for the Tigers, and you see a violet crumble tiger hanging on the wall. What did you think? What sort of 40 years ago?
I said that's something you dip in your hot chocolate and put in your mouth.
I'm loving this. I am loving this.
We remember all of this, Dick. I'll tell you the true story why I wasn't there if you want me to tell you, but I won't really.
The World Wide Web, this will be on for infinity. My great-grandkids will be laughing at this.
Listen. We're proud of our jumper, Dick. We're proud of our jumper. 17 years in a row in finals.
100%.
Proud of our jumper.
All right.
We're getting the wind
Ash,
up there.
thanks for coming in, mate.
No worries, thanks
Good to
for
see
having
you.
me.
Good on you, Ash.
I appreciate it.
Good
All
on
the
you,
best
pal.
for the Geelong Footy Club. You've still got a chance to make it.
Yeah, well,
All
that's
things
if
fit
we're
in the
not
right situation.
100%, mate. Got a few young blokes back from overseas, which is a big
Well,
thing. And the games we lost to the top sides, which obviously I don't know if you blokes got there and had a look. We were pretty competitive for 3 quarters, and that's the main thing with bigger bodies and stuff like that. So
Bigger bodies.
I'd just like to say one thing to you, Ash. Hang on. Hang on, especially while you're hanging off one of them windows. You know.
Don't
Okay then. Ash, great to see you, mate.
Thanks for having me, boys.
Good on you, Ash.
We're going to come back after this and talk about all the games coming up in the next couple of weeks.
Rio Bay Healthcare Group is regional Victoria's largest sports injury treatment centre, providing the most comprehensive group of health professionals for the management of sporting and musculoskeletal injuries. We have been looking after sports people since 1985 and continue to provide expert care and service to athletes of all ages and levels. The Geelong Centre employs 20 highly qualified physiotherapists who offer professional clinical treatments with an emphasis on rehabilitation. Rio Bay Health Group.
Yes, welcome to the GDFL Footy Show from Buckley's Entertainment Centre, one of the great entertainment centres in the free world as we know them today. Now we've got an extra one on the panel now. Of course, you know him as the Lithuanian lover. He is the great don't puff your chest out too much. He is Alex Tagani, who does a magnificent job as the chief editor of the GDFL Footy Record. Alex, good to see you, mate.
Good to see you. And look, with the chest, I was just trying to be in sync with you, mate. I'm trying to get the string line happening.
Mine dropped. And of course we've got Johnny Mitchell back again, the man without the hair. Good to see him back again. And
Call him Scoop.
Scoop, why?
Oh, Jesus,
Don't
didn't he
start
break
him,
the story?
don't start
Didn't
him.
he
Likes ice
break-
creams?
Cryo, didn't he break that story?
I did.
All over it he was.
Oh, he's still puffing
Hey,
his
he's
chest out.
you got to put that girdle on, Alex. So you're going to too many free
Well,
lunches.
actually, you can say that, but while I was watching off air, you just broke a story at East Geelong.
What's that?
What, Shane Bailey? You just mentioned him before. You must know something we don't.
Oh, what I do know is my phone's ringing. But
All right, well, that could be Bales.
Haven't I told you about silent? Put it on
yeah,
silent.
put it on silent. I don't know how to.
Well, I'll tell you what, very exciting
Bales
times.
is doing a good job.
Very exciting times now. We're getting towards the pointy end of the season, and we've got the finals coming up very, very shortly. A couple of rounds to go, but let's talk about first about the 94.7 match of the day, the big one, the one that's on the television or on the computer you'll be able to see later on. It is, of course, up at the Duck Pond, and it's the Werribee Centrals Footy Club taking on the North Geelong Fabulous Magpies, and both clubs aren't exactly setting the world on fire.
I was going to say, who picked that
No,
game?
hang on. I don't pick the games.
Grubby did. Why did Grubby pick that game?
Because he lives in Werribee.
Oh, right.
But first of all,
right.
before we talk about that game, we've got to say very commiserations and a very sad thing that Mick O'Malley, one of the great stalwarts of the Werribee Centurions, has passed away. Secretary, and I think you quoted, he's been on the committee then since Woodstock.
Well, 1969, you had the moon landing,
Great.
Woodstock, and I think Carlton might have beat Essendon in the grand
Yeah,
final.
we don't care about that one.
Carlton, no, 68 Carlton beat Essendon.
No, sorry, Richmond beat
But
Carlton.
what a
Yeah.
great servant to the Werribee Centrals Footy Club and to the GDFL, and I'm sure that everyone joins with me and conveys their sympathy to Mick O'Malley's family. Now, North Geelong and Werribee, they're not setting the world on fire. As I said, Mitch, now,
But it is
North
sort of
Geelong,
going around.
yeah, but I'll tell you what, North Geelong always get troubled up there. I don't know whether it's the ducks flying in their face or what it is, or Grubby just giving me one of the absolute Jimmy Brits. Who's going to win?
Oh, look, what you're saying is right. It's a very, very difficult game. North Geelong, you know, really, would you say they've been disappointing all year?
Yes.
I would suggest they would be. They've got some really good
Well, they haven't beaten
players.
anybody above them yet.
No, and their forms have been a bit up and down. Werribee, certainly at the start of the year, their coach said that they had to play finals, otherwise he'd move on. And they haven't set the world on fire at all either. But in the last month, their form hasn't been too bad. And I think that they're certainly a better side up at the Duck Pond. Those Jones boys, they play good footy. They're not a bad running side. The ground seems to suit them. But I think North Geelong really, with Parker and Fitzsimmons and the like. What about Begay? Is he playing, Dick?
Well,
has happened
he's
there?
been carrying a bit of an injury,
Yeah.
and so he's a little bit hot and cold in that respect. But hopefully he'll come back, because if we're going to be a chance in the finals, you've got to have two big 100-goal full forwards, like Begay and, of course, Jamie Pittman, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah.
And to see that combination doing that well would be fantastic, not only for the North Geelong Footy Club, but great for footy as well.
For the competition, without
Absolutely.
a doubt. I think North Geelong will win simply because they might be a bit stronger in the forward half. And really, they've got more to play for than Werribee have.
Yep.
What do you reckon, mate?
On that note, just with everyone at Werribee, usually you have a minute's silence and a commemoration, mate. They're actually going to have a minute of applause before the game just to thank Mick O'Malley and his family for everything they've
Oh,
done.
what a great thing that is.
Put the spotlight back on North Geelong. I think the key of their run into the finals has been their depth, and I'd almost put Thompson in the same category in terms of the quantity of players. They've only had 3 players that haven't missed a game in Brent Schwennerson, Steve Rickett and Jamie Pittman. The rest have all been in and out, just doing the right things at the right time. But what happened with Jamie Pittman, Dick? I heard he was involved in a bit of a car accident last week, just missed the collision by that much.
Well, he wasn't in a car accident then, was he?
Right.
You idiot. If he missed it by that much, he hasn't had a playing at
Well,
all.
apparently he missed the head-on part, but he spun about 4 times. Maybe he'll spin it through a few packs, get the opening goal, and away they go.
Some Saturday
Stick to
nights,
breaking
mate.
stories, mate. Stick to
Some
breaking
Saturday
stories.
nights, mate. I
His
spin
job
it,
as a
you know.
comedian ain't that good.
I've been spinning on a Saturday nights for years.
Look, North Geelong, they've won their last 8 against Werribee, and I think they'll make it 9 in a row.
All right, now we all go out to Inverleigh. Now, Jack Kennedy Hunt, hasn't he set the world on fire? He's on 98. 98. Gee, that's incredible. And there is no doubt in my mind, or your mind, Mitch, or what's your name again, Alex?
I'm Alex, yeah, not Dave, like the first year you used to call me.
That's all right. We called him?
You used to call me Dave for the first year.
Dave.
Not really.
Yeah,
He
you
looks
did.
like a Dave.
Fuck, it's Dave Tajani, of course. See, I was bloody stupid in those days. Now, I tell you what, this is going to be not a bad game, because West know that they've got a sniff.
They've got a
Yeah.
sniff.
A
no
sniff.
doubt.
But geez, wouldn't they be really have to come up against Inverleigh added into the league with Jack Kennedy Young sitting on 98, going for his 100th goal, Alex.
Yeah, well, they bring their full back in, Rob Harding, and he might quieten him, but by quieting him, that might mean he'll only kick 7, because he will get the century, I reckon, in the first quarter. The big news with Geelong West, Justin White, who of course come back from Thompson, suspended from 3 weeks, according to K-Rock Football, for his sling tackle on the weekend. Now, that's going to affect them in their run home to the finals.
He's certainly their best player and most productive player, Justin White. Good player, good young fella. That surprised me that he was suspended for 3 weeks.
This is what I heard on Tuesday night from K-Rock Football Twitter.
Did he knock someone out, or...?
Well, you see, I missed the second half of the game, but from what the commentary said, it's just a yellow card and he's come off. And, you know, from the emotions of Grubby and Dale on the commentary, I didn't hear too much, so...
Okay.
That's a big surprise.
That's a massive... You know, in my opinion, that costs them any chance of making a finals appearance, because he's a super player. Is he in your top 20?
Oh, well, we haven't released it yet, I think.
Well, I know some of the ones that you got in there shouldn't be there, but that's okay.
I'm open to criticism, constructive criticism. From
Not the netball, we can be very open about it in the top 20.
Have an opinion.
Any Thompson players in it?
Oh,
I think there'd be one in the top 5 right now. The way,
What, you love Joel?
yeah, I declared my love for him on the radio.
Yeah,
We won't
did, yeah.
name his name, but we'll keep going.
He should be in it too.
Yeah. Next game, what do we got?
oh, no, ridiculous. So we all go win believe.
Yeah,
of course,
about
of
that.
course.
Okay. Out at the Ring Road Recreation Reserve, the Belpass Steel Panthers, in my opinion, just fine-tuning themselves for another great onslaught for the big dance at the end of September or middle of September. They are going along very nicely. And Winchelsea, they've been a bit of a disappointment because they started the year off.
They did.
The first game against North Geelong, even though they got beat, I thought, gee whiz, they've improved. They're going to be something big, and they've just thereabouts again, aren't they?
It might be 12 months away, Dick. You know, if all the rumours are right, you know, there's...
I would have disagreed with that. I would have said they're about a year away.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, with all if the rumours are right, there's plenty of rumours rife in the GDFL at the moment. But if the rumours are right, they're going to pick up some good players next year and may be able to challenge. But yeah, look, Belpo still. What can you say really, other than that they just are a super side? They certainly are. You know, they might be a little behind the other two on the ladder, but come finals time, they're just starting to build that momentum, and they know how to play finals footy. They'll get the job done against Winchelsea, and I would suggest the rest of the teams in the finals should look out, because they are certainly building that momentum at the right period of the year.
Panthers.
Go for the Panthers. They actually conceded the first 3 goals of the game last time they met in round 4, and Belpo still won by 167. That's how strong they are. Jaden Ettridge, some people reckon I'm a bit too harsh on him, but you know, last time they met, he kicked 9-6. Winchelsea kicked 9-1.
Is he in the top 20?
Oh, of course he is. He's on the top 20. We're going to release your top 20 by round 18.
Don't worry about that. I'll have a good one.
I've got the top 20 organised. I'll just give you the North Geelong team
Yeah.
sheet.
But I agree. Winchelsea.
Yep.
Brendan Forsman, their coach, he comes from a junior interleague background. So all those 16-year-olds 5 years ago, he's got them on the contact book. Right? So come this pre-season recruiting, how's he going in the GFL reserves? How's he going BFL seniors? You bring him in. I'm not speaking on behalf of Brendan. I'm just making assumptions here.
I think there might be some bigger name ones than the under 16s.
You reckon? There you go.
All right, add to the Kevin O'Leary Able, the Hash Browns' magnificent East Geelong Eagles. I tell you what, they would rue the day. I'll start with you, Mitch, this time. That they got knocked off by Corio, pretty close a couple of games. North Geelong had them on toast, and now they're struggling at the moment. And at the same time, the Anarchy Footy Club have got a chance. They dropped their chance probably against West Giants last week.
They were disappointing.
But one of these sides, really, it's a season definer with a chance of making the finals.
Yeah, look, you know, really they got no chance either side of making the finals, to be quite true.
Trying to build it up.
If you want to be honest about it. Anarchy certainly did have last week. Anarchy and West Geelong were the two that were fighting for a position in the 5. And, you know, I'm very surprised that Anarchy was so disappointing last week. They really did put in a poor performance. Every team's got the ability to do that. You know, the lesser sides that, except for the top 3, you know, they all can put in a bad one, and certainly it was the wrong time of the year for Anarchy to put in a bad one against West Geelong. I think they'll get the job done against East, to be quite truthful. I think it'll be a good, hard-fought game, but if there is any opportunity at all for them to make finals, which I think is very, very remote, they have to win and win well. So for me, I hope last week was an aberration, because they're not a bad little side, Anarchy, and they've got a lot of good young players, and I think you know, they'll beat East on their home deck.
Yeah, well, look, most of the tipsters have gone for East, but if you look at a ladder of the last 4 weeks...
Yeah, my gun, have I made the cut yet?
Oh, that's a few weeks ago. I just used that as a prop. But anyways,
I haven't even been in the cut yet. I'm down the bottom 4.
you almost made the top 6 round 3, but it was all sour grapes from there. With East Geelong, if you look at a ladder in the last 4 weeks, because they've lost their last 4, they'd be on bottom of the ladder. They'd be below Corai and Belmont. Whereas Anarchy, I agree, they had a poor performance last week. But they didn't have a bench after half time. I feel bad for both clubs, but at the end of the day, it's a top 5. It's not a top 9.
That's it. That's exactly right.
So yeah, I'll go for East Geelong based on how impressive Ash was before I got on
Very
the
impressed.
couch.
Anyone that hangs from the muddy windows, some 17 floors up, it's got to be fairly impressive. Okay, out of the Godfrey Street Thunderdome, it is the Tommy Tigers, the Violet Crumbles, taking on Corai, and I'll start with you. I'm not going to talk again.
Mitchell Park, thank you.
Oh, Mitchell Park. You'll talk absolute rubbish. There is no way known that Thompson will drop this game. Would you agree?
You'd hope not. This would have been the bottom of the table clash 3 years ago. Obviously, one team's gone up since, and the
I
other
like
team...
that. Bottom of the table clash.
Yeah, they actually, we drew
I
with
find
them,
that very
think.
humorous,
Yeah,
actually.
in 2014 with Clark.
You find that humorous?
But you were in the bottom of the table. I think that's very
I
humorous.
found the last time we played North Geelong in a final humorous too. You remember that?
Yeah, I know, you idiot.
I drove you out to North Geelong with a torn of chilies.
We're running out of time.
Yeah.
Thompson, Easel, the Tigers, or whatever they're called out
I'll
here.
go for Thompson, and I'll go for Matheson to kick the first 2 goals. I reckon there's a bit of a eight ball.
He's been a bit of a revelation now. Though when he came there, he couldn't kick over a jam tin, but he's starting to kick them long and straight now. He's been very, very good. Hope he's in your top 20.
Thompson,
Alex.
yeah, well, we all agree.
But look, Thompson should beat Corai.
Yeah.
Look, good luck. Kylie's copped a fair bit of flack over a period of time. Clubs make decisions. She's not the only one that makes decisions out there. So they've done what they've done, and may the force be with them.
And big Barry comes back. I heard he was coaching on the picker last week. You said on air.
Oh, you go what?
He was coaching on the cherry picker, wasn't he, last
Well,
week?
someone said he was coaching on the cherry picker. Yeah, we have to what was the bloke from Coburg that did that? Was it Coburg? Fano, no?
Phil Cleary.
No, the big bloke.
Oh, Phil Gibbs.
Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't
We've still got one more game on Sunday, Dick.
Eric Nichols. Was
He
Eric
wasn't
up there?
allowed on the ground, he was on the cherry picker.
Oh, yeah.
Might have been Preston or...
No, it's in Coburg.
What was
Anyway,
his name? Yeah.
Sunday, Bannockburn, Belmont.
Yeah, hang on. Who's the comp area?
What?
Hang on a minute. I'll get to that. Now, on
He's
Sunday.
doing everything else except being the comp area. eh?
Jumped in here, entered the record, chief media staff. As he was about to say, Bannockburn Tigers are playing out of Victoria Park, and they're playing the Belmont Lions. We've run out of time. Great Sunday game. Alex, Bannockburn.
We'll go for Bannockburn, but with Belmont, I hear their 2018 coach Ash Whitney will be there, and
He was there Saturday, you didn't help him.
bring a few recruits to see this is what we need to fix. So
He was there on Saturday.
who they play Saturday?
Thompson.
Oh well, there you go. That's why.
Can Belmont Lions cause an upset? And remembering, we are in Cogsy's birthday week.
Yes, actually, that's a good
He
point.
turned the big 5'7". Everyone got on Facebook and said we look like twins, which I'm happy with that.
I'm
That
surprised
makes me
he made
57.
it. I'm surprised he made it, Cogsy, to 57.
Oh, not a bad effort.
He's a good fella, Cogsy.
crack.
He's had a good go. No, Bannockburn will win easy.
Yeah.
Now, I've just heard, Scoop, is this right? Now, is the
Drum roll.
GDFL Grand Final televised live? Have you heard that?
On Channel 31, Channel
Well,
44 now.
How can aren't they?
I thought they were closed.
Surely they could have... What's happened there?
My manager cancelled my contract this year because we weren't going to be able to put the footy show on.
We got the contract. We did
How come
mouth-to-mouth resuscitation for weeks, and it's back up and running. The
Hang on,
grand
mate.
final will be live on television, mate.
Live.
Yep.
Black and white TV or colour?
So, Grubby, wear a suit, all right? You're wearing a suit.
Is he allowed on the TV? Is he back?
Oh, that's a good question.
Is he back? Oh, okay.
The band's over.
Band's off.
Nearly got banned again last week.
Did he?
Oh.
Did he?
Very right, I know about it. Well, that takes care of another show. Next time we do our show, we'll talk about probably talk about a centre change. We'll also talk about the Mitley medley. That's the bloke named after you know who, the king. Yeah. And we'll see who reckon might win that, and we'll talk about that. And of course, getting close to finals then. But thanks again for your company, and have a look at us on the World Wide Web. You'll find that we're very attractive people. Bye for now.
At Buckley's Entertainment Centre Geelong, you'll get the VIP treatment when you join up as a loyalty member. Enjoy all the benefits and rewards just by enjoying the facilities at Buckley's Entertainment Centre. The dining choices at Buckley's are superb, offering daily specials, theme nights, and most of all, exceptional value. The kids can enjoy the large playground while you enjoy dining in the bistro. So whether it's the entertainment, the newly renovated outdoor area, or the great family environment, you'll have a ball at Buckley's Geelong.